Genesis for establishing Maryam Endowment Fund.
يسألونك ماذا ينفقون قل ما أنفقتم من خير فللوالدين والأقربين واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل وما تفعلوا من خير فإن الله به عليم كتب عليكم القتال وهو كره لكم وعسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو خير لكم وعسى أن تحبوا شيئا وهو شر لكم والله يعلم وأنتم لا تعلمون مثل الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله كمثل حبة أنبتت 7 سنابل في كل سنبلة 100 حبة والله يضاعف لمن يشاء والله واسع عليم الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله ثم لا يتبعون ما أنفقوا منا ولا أذى لهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون.
Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura, ɗan masanin Daura, CON, funded Maryam Endowment Fund as a workup.
Workup is setting aside a certain proportion or percentage of your wealth to give it to charity.
Workup, as the name is the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is you are expected or you are requested to put or set aside 1/3 of your net earnings or ownership, whether it's in property or in money terms or whatever material things that you may own. This goes directly towards the upliftment and propagation of Islam, and also it is also a means by which those that are underprivileged, those that cannot afford it, whether be it in hospital requirements, hospital fees, educational materials or educational fees for their children, and even other societal needs that is within the framework of Islam. This covers, the work covers it.
The fund was named in memory of his beloved late mother and was first registered with the Federal Ministry of Internal Affairs, Lagos, in 1982 as Maryam Educational Trust Fund, before it was recently changed to Maryam Endowment Fund in order to conform precisely to its objectives of a workout.
The idea and conception of the Maryam Endowment Fund from the very beginning is based on the founder's concern for the welfare of our people, and having grown up in our society, the founder became aware and concerned about the plight of so many of our children concerning education, the welfare of the generality of our people concerning health, as well as general well-being. And this feeling that God has endowed him with led to his conception of an outfit of the Maryam Endowment Fund outfit, and Alhamdulillah, the initial idea from the beginning to date has been very, very successful, beyond our initial expectation. We have been able to touch the lives of so many people. Like I said earlier, in the field of education, in the field of health, and the general welfare of our society.
The fund is made up of landed property, money, bikes, horses, etc., earmarked voluntarily by Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura, Ramasan Daura, CON, exclusively for charitable activities. Example, assisting the needy, particularly the less privileged in the society. Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura, Ramasan Daura was inspired to establish the fund after reading a book on Waqaf for over 40 years ago, which was written by a certain Pakistan sheikh, where he extolled the virtues of those rich Muslims world over who established such charitable organization with a view to helping the poor people who incidentally are in the majority in all societies. Indeed, there are many Quranic verses that exhort people of means who set up Waqaf to cater for the less privileged and of course the nuclear and extended families.
Basically, Mariam Endowment Fund was founded and funded by our chairman, Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura, CON, Ramasan Daura. The main purpose of Mariam Endowment Fund is to assist the less privileged in the society, in particular in the areas of education, many others.
After reading the book, he ruminated over what the Sheikh was exhorting other Muslims to do. His urge to establish Waqaf became more intense, principally having seen that whatever God Almighty might have blessed him with is a trust from him. Equal to this, Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura, Ramasan Daura, CON, reasons one of the best ways to discharge this trust is to disperse his wealth through the creation of a Waqaf.
The fund started as far back as 1982. I mean, we're all beneficiaries of this gracious gesture from the Grand Patron Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura. You know, and so many people also are benefiting and will be benefiting, inshallah, if things continue to go on smoothly.
As a result, he allocated as a start a token amount of 2 million naira in 1982 for the takeoff of the project, even though the money could be considered paltry. But Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura, Ramasan Daura, CON, thought that as a project he envisioned to grow in future, he should start modestly. He therefore registered the fund with then Federal Ministry of Internal Affairs with people of high responsibility, honesty, and integrity in the society as a member of the Board of Trustees. Those people were late Alhaji Haru Zangon Daura, Matawallan Daura, as a chairman of the Board of Trustees, with the other members comprising late Alhaji Muhammad Maudi, a prominent businessman and politician in Kano, late Alhaji Salis Walan Daura, and late Dr. Ahmed Hussein, head of the Department of Architecture of the Ahmadi Bello University, Zaria. They worked so hard and succeeded in putting the fund on a very sound footing. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them for their sacrifice. Unfortunately, after the death of those gentlemen, the fund activities slowed down.
I have been a beneficiary of this fund for over 20 years, starting from my secondary school here in Kaduna, Essence International School. I finished there and then proceeded to University of Maiduguri, where I read accounting, still under the scheme. I was fully 100% sponsored by the scheme up to the time I finished my NYSC and then started working at a premium pension. This is a very good thing, and I want to call on other wealthy individuals to emulate this good juncture done by Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura, CON, the Emissary of Daura. We are very grateful. A lot of us have benefited this immensely, and then most of us are working now with our families taking over from us. We have graduated from the sponsorship, but our families and children have taken over. They are now enjoying the benefits of the fund. We thank you, and then we are calling on other wealthy, well-to-do individuals to emulate this, like I said before, so that poverty, joblessness, our brothers and sisters roaming around the street will be reduced to the barest minimum. Most of these people have the intention or have the capabilities to do it, but because they don't have the sponsors, That is why you see them roaming around the street, begging everywhere. But if others can emulate and then set up a fund like this, I'm sure it will be a very good thing for all of us.
Yes, I am one of the beneficiaries of Mariam Education Trust Fund. From my secondary school up to my NCE level, I was one of the beneficiaries because all my education is through Mariam Education that I got what I am now. We are praying for Mariam Endowment Fund to be continuous and to be protected from the God, and God is going to reward this our humble uncle. So we are praying for him to continue with all this help or this kind of endorsement fund that is given to people, those that are in need of it, because we are really enjoying. If because of this one, some of us cannot go where we are now today.
In his resolute determination to realize his objectives of establishing a robust and full-fledged workout, being his lifetime ambitions, Alhaji Sani Zangwan Daura, Ramasan Daura, CON, did not relent on his oath. He reconstituted the board of trustees and appointed another group of persons of equal integrity as well as members. Furthermore, he ensured that Mariam Endowment Fund taps from the expertise of vast experience by expanding its membership from 4 members to 7 members with a secretary. He fully believed that such an expansion will undoubtedly revive the fund's activities. The new board of trustees, which has fully complied with all extant government rules, has been registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission and was issued with a certificate of registration number 4131. The reconstituted board of trustees of Mariam Endowment Fund now comprise of His Excellency retired Ambassador Alhaji Kabir Ahmed MNI OON, the Magajori of Daura and District Head of Pago as acting chairman, while Alhaji Suleiman Ali Daura, Kilishin Daura, Honorable Usman Bala, Honorable Nasur Zangwan Daura, Alhaji Zayyad Ibrahim and Dr. Lawal Sani, Alhaji Yakubu Sani Zangwan Daura, Maikano Bashir Yola, been members and secretary respectively.
I have been one of the beneficiaries of Mariam Foundation or Mariam Education Trust Fund ever since I was in JSS1. That was 2007/2008 or thereabout.
I am part of the beneficiaries of this Mariam Foundation Education, which is the Awakaf. They help me since from my secondary school. When I graduated from secondary school, they continue sponsoring me due to I am an orphan, and I will never forget what they did to me. It is with due respect and highly recommendation, and I want to say a big thanks to Alhaji Sani Zangwan Daura, who helped me and sponsored me through my education career. Now currently I am a COP member. I am serving. I finished my education.
Happily enough, with the coming on board of those people, the fund is gradually witnessing the realization of its aims and objectives. It is gratifying to see that Alhaji Sani Zangwan Daura, CON, Namasan Daura, who has started his work at Mariam Endowment Fund with a token amount of 2 million naira, was a fortune of itself, as he has donated all his landed properties containing of warehouses, office, stores and shops situated at number 46E/47E Hausa Iba Road, Sabongari, Kano, a store situated at Al-Kalawa Road and Orchard, all in Kaduna, and the biggest of all, Mariam Estate in Kadu, Abuja, to Mariam Endowment Fund. All those landed properties have been documented and registered in the name of the fund with the authorities concerned accordingly.
I would like to add here that Waqf is not part of what is used to measure, or it shouldn't be used. It's not used as a measure when somebody passes on. It has no bearing on inheritance. It is a standalone setup, if you like, where it doesn't come into any consideration where inheritance is concerned. So the idea is it perpetuates itself in spite of the fact that whether it's the founder or founders have passed on. It is something that is supposed to be going in perpetuity if it is well managed.
The fund is not affiliated to any organization in or outside Nigeria. All its charitable activities are self-financed from the annual rent acquired from these landed properties. At the end of the year, example December, the Secretariat of the fund presents its budget to the Board of Trustees, which in turn sits, deliberates, and finally approves all the expenditures to be incurred in the following years. Its annual budget runs into hundreds of millions of naira. Many of these fund charitable activities are targeted toward the development of human capacity in the educational sector. For example, it has a secondary school in Kaduna, which is named Mariam Secondary School. The school has prepared and produced thousands of students, some of whom have gained admission into tertiary institutions to further their education pursuit. The fund also runs a vocational training center in Zangwandaura town in Katsina State, where students are imparted different crafts in order to be self-employed after graduation. All the students are drawn from poor background, and the school has been in existence since 2007.
I'm the principal of this vocational training center named BAM Comprehensive Vocational Training Center.
This skill acquisition center is under Mariam Endowment Fund. Before it was Mariam Education Trust Fund. Later the name was changed to Mariam Endowment Fund. So it's just a subsidiary of Mariam Endowment Fund. That is the financer of the skill acquisition. I can say it is purely privately owned institution. The center is not serving only Zango people, but the entire emirate, which comprises 5 local governments: Zango, Jawara, Kaure, Meado, and Santa local governments. We are getting students from each of these local governments. So my gratitude is on behalf of the entire emirate to the proprietor of the center. We thank you very much, and we hope other people will emulate the good gesture of the...
My name is Ralia Abdullahi. I'm a teacher in Madrasa to Mariam Secondary School. I've been teaching for 9 years now.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Kabir Abdullahi. I'm a resident in this area of Wankaji. I am a teacher. I've been teaching in this school for the past 6 years. I started teaching on the 6th of February 2011. And then Alhaji Sani provided the structure and some other support. Now 2 directors, one in charge of finance, one in charge of logistics and technicalities, are the one that are actually running the school. But METF is the owner of the school.
The fund has also 42 students currently on its scholarship scheme who are studying in different fields of various universities in Nigeria, such as Ahmad Bello University Zaria, Kaduna State University, Kaduna Polytechnic, Usman Danfodio University Sokoto, Umar Musa Ado University Katsina, Al-Qalam University Katsina, Bayero University Kano, University of Science and Technology Wudil Kano. The fund has also 3 students who are now studying overseas on its scholarship. In fact, Alhaji Sani Zanwandaura and Masanin Daura's preoccupation always to assist humanity at large. He is right now mulling the idea to construct a full-fledged universities where students from poor background could have chance to acquire university education, which will also be heavily subsidized. In the health sector, Sani Zanwandaura's contributions are equally worth mention. His fund has a retainership agreement with some hospital in Kaduna State and another one in Kano. Those hospitals are Junior Specialist Hospital, Yusuf Dansoho Hospital.
My name is Dr. Mohammed Bello Armiao. I'm the medical director, Yusuf Dansoho Memorial Hospital in Kaduna. We have a collaboration with Mariam Foundation, sponsored by the family of Alhaji Sani Zanwandaura with his family, which normally take care of people that cannot afford their medical treatment and bills. They send in patients for their investigations, treatment, and even surgery. The foundation takes responsibility for all their medical bills. And I believe the foundation is doing a very wonderful job, and people in the country should copy and innovate. It's a very good innovation which has been running for more than 10 years in this hospital. So we do appreciate and feel the family of Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura with their Mariam Foundation are doing a wonderful job for a lot of people that could not afford medical services.
National Eye Center, all in Kaduna State, Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital in Zaria, and Orthopedic Hospital in Kano. In his strive to uphold and dedicate himself to the service of humanity, Sani's worker sends indigent patients to those hospitals for diagnosis and subsequent treatment. Notwithstanding the independence of Mariam Endowment Fund, which is guarded jealously by the chairman of the fund, Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura, Damasanin Daura, CON, however, he has made it very clearly on many occasions that he is not the least averse to cooperating with any similar organization or individual who is ready to offer special service to our teeming less privileged in the society. Indeed, the fund had some years back, and in conjunction with a team of doctors from Saudi Arabia, which he invited to Nigeria, conducted successful eye cataract operations on over 400 indigent patients drawn from the 5 local government of Daura Emirates in Kaduna State.
So Mariam has been assisting the less privileged in so many ways. We have been helping the less privileged to get access to hospital health, like here in Kaduna. We have a retainership with some hospitals whereby if somebody that we have seen is unable to go to the hospital and pay the hospital fees and get access to medical attention, we help him. We have a retainership with Junior Hospital, Danso Hospital, ABU Hospital, National Eye Hospital here in Kaduna. Even in Kano, Orthopedic Hospital, we send some people there that cannot be able to pay their own hospital bills. Yes, and in the educational sector, we have a secondary school here in Kaduna which is named Mariam Secondary School. We have over 2,000 students in the school, and it has been functioning for quite a long time. Then we also sponsor students to tertiary institutions. We have so many students that are on our scholarship that are studying now in Ahmadu Bello University, Bayero University, Kano, University of Science and Technology in Wudil. We have in Kaduna State University. We have in Umaru Eradua University, Katsina, in Sokoto, Usman Danfodio, and a host of others. We have students there that are studying under our scholarship. Well, Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura has been a philanthropic right from his childhood, from what we have heard, up to the time that we have become acquainted with him and believe what people have been saying to us earlier, that the man is quite helpful. He is a broad-minded person, public-spirited. If you come to him with any problem that he can solve, he will try as much as possible to see that he solves it.
He therefore enthusiastically looks forward to cooperate with such a willing, serious individual or charitable organization in this direction. Unquestionably, Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura, CON, Damasanin Daura's unchariting firmness of purpose to assist the less privileged throughout the intervening years in sacrosanct. He has made the activities Mariam Endowment Fund to be at the same pedestal with many of its contemporary humanitarian organizations. The story of Mariam Endowment Fund humanitarian accomplishments since its inception in 1982 cannot be successfully recounted here. Some of them have been documented and made public in the fund website. For more information or inquiry, you can visit the website www.mariametfund.com. Similarly, in all modesty, I cannot document a comprehensive biography of his benevolent personality. It is extremely difficult, if not possible, to do so. In this discourse, one can, however, endeavor to write the little one knows about his pattern and his public spiritedness, and leave the other part of a more competent hand to write. Our prayers to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are, may in His infinite mercies accept and reward of all those humanitarian and other compassionate deeds of Alhaji Sani Zangon Daura and Masan Daura CON with the much coveted Jannatul Firdaus. May He also prolong his life in good health to continue to be role model for guiding the younger one to do even better than him. And of course, I must not fail to pray to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well to provide us with the means, heart, courage and determination to make our own contributions, no matter how little, to the uplift of humanitarian generally. Amin summa amin.
لأصحاب اليمين ثلة من الأولين وثلة من الآخرين وأصحاب الشمال ما أصحاب الشمال في سموم وحميم وظل من يحموم لا بارد ولا كريم إنهم كانوا قبل ذلك مترفين وكانوا يصرون على الحنث العظيم وكانوا يقولون أئذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما أئنا لمبعوثون هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم.